Yeah, I can imagine. Dong, dong, dong. It's time for the Idget Show. Before I get started, I'd like to go over our standard pre-stream warnings. This stream may not be family friendly. This stream may not be child appropriate. This stream may not be appropriate for any audience at any time for any reason whatsoever, whensoever, howsoever, whosoever, or wheresoever. I tend to curse a lot. Sometimes I get a couple hours. Sometimes it's every other word. My chat tends to be a bit on the spicy side. Adult situations, conversations, words, and undergarments may be discussed. If you are easily offended, easily triggered, anything I just said does not sound appealing to you, or you just don't like the sound of my voice. Kid friendly streams are down the hall to the left. Stupid hair on my tongue. Without further ado, let's get some music going. Music. And let's get into this. Hello, Casper. Over there on the Twitch and the YouTube. So, over the weekend, I built that. Unfortunately, I got 2 more to build. And I've been taking it kind of easy over the weekend. I was working on videos, and I was doing things and stuff and things and things and stuff. And I was stuffing things into places and places into things. You know, basically the standard. So we're going to take a little bit of time before really get involved to build up this tower because I have a boo-boo. What's going on, Cheese? Welcome back. I love the way these look, but I also hate the fact like flashlights don't work on them. It's like friggin' Vanta Black and it just absorbs the flashlight. Kind of annoying. My frame rate is kind of weird right now. I'm not gonna stay as I'm on my flight ready to take off. Yep, have a safe flight, Cheese. Don't do anything I wouldn't do with the air marshals and stuff. I don't know. Do you guys have air marshals and stuff over there, or is that an American thing? Like generally, ever since 9/11 occurred, we normally have like a member of law enforcement on most flights, and they're always in civilian clothes, so you don't know who in the hell the law enforcement officer is. But they're, as far as I know, they're normally there to stop people from being stupid. Because you know that never happens. People are never stupid. Nobody has ever done a stupid thing in their entire life. Especially me. I've obviously never. It's usually safer. I think to a point, it's not even necessarily a safety thing, but like I said, it's kind of a stop stupidity from happening. And obviously, you know, we did have 9/11, so that was a really, really crappy occurrence. Alright, so we need to build this up 13 floors, and unfortunately, every 2 floors I have to go through and put this power line back in, and then I probably should be recording. Boop. Make sure to smack that little button. Where are you flying to, Cheese? Where'd you going? Where'd you going, bud? And the nice thing is, it seems like, you know, after I put a couple of these down, they'd start automatically rotating, so that's lovely. Well, the nice thing is the stream streak, even if you don't catch the VOD live, like actually watch the stream, if you watch it if you watch this VOD after the fact, and I think watch it for like 10 to 20 minutes, somewhere in that range, it will keep your stream streak. We've had that happen a few times. Aha, I can get rid of that now. Go away. Off to Albania. Don't know a damn thing about Albania. The only thing I can think about, the only thing that comes to my mind when I think Albania is the Taken movies. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. What I can tell you is I have a very particular set of skills. I think the bad guys were from Albania in that movie. But the only thing I know. I'm a dumb American, and I'm willing to run with that. Yeah, I'm hopeful you don't have any of those scenarios. Casper, look away! Look away! Okay, time to put the pedals, or the pre-pedals on. Which really sucks because I can't do this in blueprint mode. Oh, I can, but I can only do it in 2... Ah, no! Where the hell did you go? I can only do it on the 2 flat surfaces. Enjoy my absence? I don't know about that, but yeah, have a safe flight, man. I don't know how long your flight is, but if I'm still streaming, pop back in. Let me know that you made it there safe. I appreciate the hell out of my audience. I really do. The pure and simplistic fact that not only do you guys choose to come and hang out with me on these streams, but the fact you guys keep coming back to hang out with me, even after you realize how much of a dum-dum I can be. It's a positive thing for me. And I'm obviously saying I'm dumb because, you know, I built this ridiculous thing. Drake! I think I've seen this episode before. Yeah. We're gonna finish building this tower real quick, and then we'll get back to the uranium. I have a slightly new way of building towers, because I gotta build 4 of these. And yes, there is a dismantle crate down there on the ground. I'm aware of it. That is intentional. That's what I call a kibitz crate. And the reason I call it a kibitz crate is it's kind of a trick I picked up from him, where you build like a constructor, something really dirt cheap, and you take something from your inventory, like, I don't know, power shards, and you split them out to fill up the entire inventory, and then you deconstruct that constructor roughly where you want your crate of shame, and it throws it down like out of the way, not in somewhere that's going to be all weird, like, you know, maybe the bottom of the ocean, and you go deconstruct the massive thing that you need to deconstruct, but you know full well you're going to end up with a deconstruct crate, and instead of it dropping wherever it wants to drop, you have told it exactly where you want it. And you can just, you know, have it out of your way. And mind, right there. Yeah, I need to remember to put that into the tips and trick video whenever I actually get around to it. And I've said this before, and my biggest issue with the tips and tricks video is there's so many little things like that that kind of feel apparent sometimes, but at the same time, either chatters or other videos or whatnot have, even other streamers, it seems like either a less used thing or a lesser known thing. Like, it's not just it's not as widely known and or used as you would think. You're doing this on purpose with the power tower? What, me going into the sky? No, I said I was going to start off messing with the power tower, and all I'm doing is I'm getting the cores and the pedals and the pre-pedals in place, and then I will go over to the manufacturers, and then I will, whatever's left in the stream, I will be building more of the power towers. I will not be putting any fuel generators on this tower. I'm getting the fuel generator stuff knocked out. Then we're going to go play with uranium. Then we're going to come back over here and put the fuel gens in, because as much as I want to get the nukes running, as I've said before, where I want them, there's 2 towers of power in my way. They need to move, and considering right now I'm only running 4 of the 6. And when I tear those 2 down, I'll be running 2 of the 6. My power graph looks kind of weird right now. Yeah, my power graph looks kind of weird. Like, I don't even have 5 terawatts. What the hell am I doing? Where's all my power? Actually, I know where all my power is. It's in that crate right there. Right there. And there are a bunch of storage bins over there. Yeah, I thought you were saying I was doing the height stuff purposely at the beginning of the stream just to mess with you. The big flower towers. I said flower tower and my mind went to what I was saying last night. Inside joke between Casper and I. Oh, this is so stupid. It's such a pretty little flower. I heard the fish tank in the background. I thought that was you over there groaning, Casper. Yeah, but I realized you groaned as well, but I'm just saying, it sounded like you were continuing to groan. Or maybe the dog was groaning. Maybe it wasn't the fish tank at all. You ever tell a joke so bad your animals groan about it? That's when you know the joke's bad. When even your freaking dog gives you the freaking side eye. Alright, last one, and then we're going to go play with the uranium. We're going to go play with the spicy rock. Because I haven't done anything over there since last stream. This is the problem with these being in default mode. They're kind of a little bit of a pain in the butt to lock exactly where I want them. Obviously, I can nudge them, but with the angles I'm working at, it's somewhat difficult to make sure they're nudging exactly the way I want them to nudge and not nudging the way they want to nudge. Okay, so that's all the pre-pedals. We're at the top row. It definitely looks like it's straight across that one. So, let's go play with the uranium. Alright. Is that better for the height thing? Alright, well, I'm down, so. I thought maybe looking up at the clouds wouldn't be as bad because you're not. It's a little harder to grasp the height. But yeah, I got that one built, and the entire thing I'm doing, for anybody who's not aware, you obviously see I have 4 fully built towers that way. I want to put my nuclear reactors over this body of water. The problem is that tower and that tower are in the way. Like, it's going to take that much space to put down my nuclear reactors. So I kind of sort of moved that tower to here. Obviously, I didn't really move it because that tower is still there, but that tower is coming down, and it's going to go to, and this tower will take its place. I also tore down the tower that was directly across from that one, and I shifted it. It went from like here to more like here. And I'm going to put the other one. The tower I was just working on is basically right in the smack center between the 2 original towers. And then I'll put another tower here. What's going on, Maxon? How we doing today? Oh, God, what the... Where did my frames go? I would like my frames back, please, game. Would I say my streams tower over the rest? No, just my power graph. And the worst thing is I raided over to BL Andrew last stream, and he said he was working on a massive power plant as well. And I don't think he said like how much power he was aiming at. I appreciate that, Marxist. I've been trying to make this look pretty. I'm not the most aesthetic builder in the world. And, yeah, I loaded my game in Satisfactory Calculator over the weekend. And I've hit over 1 million items. So, I'm well past the item limit. So, that's the reason why there's not really a lot of aesthetics put in, because I want to get all of my functional stuff in first. See how badly I break the game. And then we'll worry about aesthetics. And the worst thing is, I was sitting here looking at this. Casper and I were sitting here looking at this after stream last Thursday. And one of the things I noticed, I've been bringing my sulfur and my silica down, over, and back up. That's not going to keep working. So, one thing I did notice is there is no uranium here. I got these 2 belt heights, these 2 spots or belts here that don't have anything on them. So I can literally bring my silica over like that. And I can bring my sulfur down and under the bottom. Finally made it home after work, continuing stage 5 on the space elevator. Awesome. That's insane. I've only made it to Mark 5 and it was a quarter of this. Yeah. I'm sitting at 1,065 hours on this playthrough. So, yeah, I've put the time in. I don't know about the effort or brain power, but I've definitely put the time in. Okay, so we haven't. This one is not running 100%. So we need to feed that one more. So what do? We grab a priority merger, set it the correct direction, nudge it into place, put a little belty belt, put a little bit bigger belty belt, come down 2 machines, do the same thing, boop, boop. Grab this, come on, go where I want you, thank you, and there, yay. I now, one thing I need to do is I need to take those priority mergers and smack that center bar all the way up. And I'm going to come down here real quick, and I'm going to grab a smart splitter. And just because I'm too lazy to actually work on the settings for it, I just copy and paste one that I know already has the settings on it. It's a pure laziness thing. Thank you to YouTube subscriber number 483. I immensely appreciate that. One of the best builds I've seen. Honestly, how do you even begin to optimize this? I have a massive Satisfactory modeler file that I have been relying on that was made for me by somebody who is much, much smarter than I am. Dude. No, that works. Screw you. That works. I can make that work. Need to feed some more quick wire into the system, so we're going to grab this belt and we're going to run it basically as far this way as it can go. And hope and pray you can make that bend, which you can, which means I get to move all the rest of the quick wire belts. And start setting them up. Okay, so that's those 2. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. For anybody curious, this portion of the process required a whopping 19,000 quick wire. Which is a whole lot of belts. Right now I have all of my all the quick wire being made. You don't see it on these belts solely because I've got it all going down sinks, so I can ensure that I have enough copper ingots and caterium ingots to actually make it run. So I need to go over and check because I think I actually ran out of caterium. I don't think I've got the caterium properly balanced. I know copper we're fine on. But I got to go over to quick wire anyways because I've got to put another belt onto this massive highway here to get it down here for the machine I just tried to feed. He suffers from chronic go big-itis. That's true. That's definitely true. Okay, so that's all hooked up. Unfortunately, I put the floor back in, so let's get rid of the floor so I can actually get out of here. Let me out! Solely because I'm definitely not short on caterium because that is backed up. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have that problem for right now. Because since I'm not running all 6 towers, I'm not eating all my oil, which means I'm not making all my plastic. Therefore, I'm not getting all my AI limiters. Yuck. That's an issue. Yeah. And I need those AI limiters for the next stage for things and stuff. Oh, and I need to figure out which one of these belts is actually going. It needs to be going. I use the upper belt. It's probably this pair here. So it's that belt. So this belt right here. Grab that. Sneak it over there. So right now I'm good on K-Tyrium. I don't have to sweat that. The problem is the plastic goes into the AI limiters, that goes into electromagnetic control rods. The electromagnetic control rods are used to make the uranium fuel rods, which is literally where all this crap goes. My frame rates are weird right now. And there's that quick wire I just put on the belt. Coming up to play. It does not seem like it took the settings it needed to take, so let's give it the settings it needs to have. That's fine. And for anybody who's never seen me do this, for anybody new or anything like that, who doesn't know what in the hell this is, because I need such weird numbers of quick wire, and if you've ever made uranium fuel cells before, you completely get this. I need 187.5. So you take 1200, divide it by 187.5. That's 6.4 machines. I could easily underclock these to need a nice round number, but I don't want any more freaking machines. There's already 104 of them here. I don't want more. That's pain. That's suffering. I don't like pain and suffering. I'm not a big fan. And I am noticing I've got some belts that are not getting uranium. Like this one's not even getting sulfur, so I did have a problem when I put some of these smart splitters in where they didn't take the setting. I've been having a lot of issue since 1.2 went live. And I don't know if it's a 1.2 issue or if it's just the massive size of my save, where smart splitters and priority mergers are not keeping their settings when I middle mouse button copy them. Like I said, I'm not sure. I mean, that could just literally just be a me issue. You know, that never happens around here. And every one of the belts of Quickwire I'm bringing over here does have 1200 on it. I believe the very first belt I tapped into wasn't a fully full belt. But I can't tell where I run out of uranium, silica, or sulfur unless I provide enough Quickwire. So I kind of have to let these run a little bit to see if they're getting enough Quickwire to actually stay running, or if I need to feed more in. Like obviously I just ran out of Quickwire. Let's give it a little bit more and see if that goes down or not. No, you were saying about needing so much K-Tyrium. I'm using every single drop of K-Tyrium on the map. While I wait for that to try to calculate out. Let's go over and kind of show off the Mega Belt Highway. The Uber Highway. The Idiots Autobahn. Am I allowed to call it that? Do I got to worry about like trademarks and shit? Can I just call it the Idiots Autobahn? I mean, I guess the Autobahn's not really that big of a highway as far as like sheer scale. It's just, you know, no speed limit. And I'm only saying that because as an American, we build ridiculous sized things. That right there, from that belt to those two empty belts, is literally every single resource on the map that can be put on a belt. Otherwise, there's all the pipes. That is 12,000 nitrogen and 12,600 oil. That's flowing right. So I may have actually finally fixed that pipe. The scary thing is, that's all the nitrogen on the world, and I ran out. This is literally a thought exercise gone horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. Saying, if I took every single bit of every single resource on the map and turned it all into power, how much power could I make? Using default 1.1 settings. So no recipe cost multiplier shenanigans, no node purity shenanigans, just basically the same as a 1.1 map. Yeah, all those converters right there, that's all making nitrogen. Because I needed that much more. And I get to do that again. Not only do I get to turn up the rest of the Caterium I have on the map into nitrogen, I get to turn something into bauxite, to turn the bauxite into Caterium, or straight into nitrogen. I don't know. Not something I'm worried about with today's project, so basically I gotta make more nitrogen again. I've already made a crap ton of nitrogen, I've already made a crap ton of sulfur, which, no, I've actually made a crap ton of sulfur twice now, and I've made a bunch of uranium, as you see right here. Because those are, everything but the very top belt is full. Okay, so you're 95. I put over 100 in there, so that's definitely losing. And if it's losing, that means we need more quick wire. Go ahead and turn my flashlight back on because, you know, stupid swamp. But my goal when I started this playthrough was I did want to irradiate the swamp. I figured maybe if I could put enough spice in the swamp, then I could literally nuke the spiders. I don't think it's going to work, but I'll feel better about turning them into giant radioactive scary spiders. The more I think about it after the idea, the kind of the worse idea it sounds. Like, not only are they giant scary spiders, now I'm going to make them radioactive as well. Am I trying to become Spider-Man? There's a real chance that's my goal. Okay, so we put that there, and we go back under. Make sure I closed up that one, because I guess I didn't hold it down for long enough. That happens. Okay, so this will be a lower belt. So, boop, and boop, down 2 notches. And I can bring this belt not far enough because it hates me. But that's okay. That is A-O-Dokely K. Go ahead and get that buttoned up. And we bring this out again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which yes, I'm aware it's the same as what it was, but I'm kind of a squirrel brain, so I would rather count each time just to make absolutely certain that I'm not screwing things up more than I'm probably going to anyways. I'm trying to mitigate my screw-ups, or limit my screw-ups, because I'm never getting rid of them. I'm trying to limit them. Bow, 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 bow. Johnny! What's going on, moderator man? Alright, so we got all the belts ran. We got the one hooked into here, so we can go hook up the next belt. For anyone curious why it looks like I have two lifts side by side like this, I'm actually running a very small mod to give me a itty bitty little baby sink. This one here is actually an awesome sink. That's a lift. That's why this doesn't have the accordion on it. I'm tired of the rain already. I can see that. I can definitely see that. We had a lot of rain. And I guess we're supposed to have it again. We are currently under a severe heat warning. Awesome. I really hope there's no Australians in the chat because I'm going to whine about American heat. And I'm fully aware, you know, there's plenty of countries out there where American heat is pathetic. I'm talking like some of the Middle Eastern countries, Australia, you know, deserts that no sane human being should ever live anywhere near. Unfortunately, there's a lot of us that aren't all that sane anymore. Meow, 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 meow. What temps are we having here? Casper, you want to field that one? Please and thank you. Same, got hit with a heat index of 110 and 70% humidity. I don't think we're that high. I just know that walking outside equals instant swamp butt. And it's not pleasant. Hey, Casper, do I need to make you moderator again? Do you want me to make you moderator again? I mean, it's up to you. I don't care. Actually, Johnny might be able to do that. I know Johnny is like the head moderator. So he should have basically all the power I have. And modding on Twitch is easy. On YouTube is a little more complicated. I might have to take care of that. So that number there is definitely going up. We know this machine is filling, which means the machine above my head is filling. This machine, we won't know until this one fills up. And obviously, I've still got like 8 more belts of quick wire to run. Our main city has over 40 degrees in the middle of the day. Where in the hell are you at? And I definitely say hell because of 40 degrees. That's what, like, that's like 105 Fahrenheit? Romania. Oh, actually, we can find this one out. I know the formula. It's 1.8 plus 32. So 104. Yay, formulas! So our real feel, factoring in humidity, is around 40 degrees Celsius. And unfortunately, I don't live anywhere near a large body of water. My nearest body of large body of water that would actually constitute like coastal breeze or anything like that is 2 hours to the north at American interstate speed. So 120 miles, probably around there. And that's not even like the ocean. That's just a big ass lake. Then, it's a big enough lake to be called a Great Lake. I don't think it's all that great. I've been there. I think it sucked. Sucky Lake. I'm gonna start a protest to rename the Great Lakes to the Sucky Lakes, or at least Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan can become a Sucky Lake. Okay. Yeah. The creek would be pretty nice. Sounds like Lake Erie. Oh, I haven't seen the creek in a while. I have a friend in Germany that goes to work from 5 a.m. so he doesn't have to stay in the heat. I can definitely understand that in Europe, because one of the big perks to being an American is we love our air conditioning. We put that shit everywhere. Have you ever seen a Frank's Red Hot commercial where you got that little old grandma? I love Frank's Red Hot. I put that shit on everything. Yeah, that's how Americans feel about air conditioning. I've got air conditioning in my bathroom, in my restroom, in my toilet, whatever you want. Or not in the toilet, but in the toilet room, the powder room, water closet. Sounds like Lake Erie. It sucks up there. Never been up there. That's Michigan. Sorry. For anybody who's new here, Casper is my wife. She is literally just outside of arm's reach. We can literally stick out our arms and play fingies. We can do that painting where, you know, God comes down and touches Adam. Ooh. That's why she answers a lot of these questions for me, is because I play single screen, so I can't, like, it's a little harder for me to tab out to check things. So she takes care of that stuff for me because she's awesome like that. America has air conditioning everywhere. Meanwhile, we only have windows and a fan. Yeah. We got fans to go with the air conditioning because the air conditioning ain't enough. We need fans and an air conditioning. I currently have sweat coming in places I didn't know had sweat pores. But then again, it is almost July, so this is definitely we got lucky compared to our normal weather. Generally, we would have been a month to a month and a half in high heat. So the fact that we're only starting to really get a high heat here in June, the end of June, it's kind of nice. It's been very nice on my electric bill. Okay, so we ran out of quick wire again, so what do? We need to get more. Silica, uranium, and sulfur all seems to be good. Doesn't seem like I need to add more of that in just yet. Bear in mind, every one of these manufacturers is hooked up to sinks back here. Okay, so let's go down and get the next chain of belts. Put one there. We should only need 4 here. Because I've kind of sort of been trying to keep track of my numbers here. Kind of, sort of, almost, maybe. I will say I definitely like my my streaming slots because I always get all these interesting Europeans come in here to teach me things about the world that I don't know. But I'm trying to learn. And I mean, that's all I really can do is, you know, have an open mind and be willing to learn about things. All right, we need to get a belt. Itchy nose. And I'm checking, what I'm doing is I'm checking to see the length of this belt. Like if this one's short, I know it's going into the sink and not into the lift. There's a method to my madness, other than just sheer madness. You see that? Smart Splitter didn't take its settings. Come on. Come on, Quickwire. You can do it. Get over here. Come on, Lassie. Lassie, either get over here or I'm going to push Timmy down the well. Where's the one I just hooked up? I think it's that one. So it's still filling the belt. Ah, it's coming. That one does look like it's filling up, kinda. This week is a week I would gladly pay money to go to one of the local pools to soak in the water. Might be able to do that this weekend. Yeah, I don't want to go to the weekend on. I don't want to go to the pool on the weekend of the 4th either. So yeah, this one is either filling up or no, it's definitely filling up because I'm seeing a higher number. So this one's filling up, albeit very, very, very slowly. But because of how slowly it's filling up, I know full well it doesn't have enough oomph to fill up the next machine. Really surprised I haven't ran out of uranium again yet. Ah, never mind. It's getting there. Definitely running out of stuff. We're going to be splicing more stuff on here really soon. Yeah, because that might be running out of uranium. It definitely looks like it's running out of uranium. Maybe sulfur as well. But since those are consumed at the same rate, generally if I run out of uranium, I run out of sulfur as well. So I'm probably going to splice those on. Might have to grab some more iodine filters before too long. I'm down to 73. Whatever will I do? It's not like I've got any in storage. Got nothing sitting in storage. Nothing at all. Yeah, that's definitely going down. So, cool. We need to splice more on. We get another instance of that. Do I have Spicy Pocket? No, I do not have Spicy Pocket. Last time I had to splice all this stuff on, I had to splice everything on at the same time. It was actually kind of funny. Doop, 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 doop. Alright, you get yours, you get yours, you go over there. You go over there. They did not take their settings, but that one did, but that one didn't. Screw you. Okay, so we're going to nudge this into place. And up. Ah, stupid. I hate that. That is so freaking annoying. you're not sure what I mean by that, if you're trying to nudge a smart splitter, even if it's locked, as soon as you look at a freaking lift, it becomes unlocked. I really don't like that. It'd be very, very, very nice if they would fix that freaking problem. Boop, 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 boop. If I've got a thing locked, it should stay locked. Otherwise, it's not really locked. It's just temporarily held. Good evening, off-road. How are we doing today? Ah, shite. Just remember that these don't face this way. They face this way. Hook that one up, hook that one up, grab that, bring it down to its priority, no, into the priority merger. This one, bring it down to the smart splitter. Those are all hooked up. So let's go get the belt highway and get this down here. The only thing that kind of sucks is that sulfur's up at the top. It's kind of a pain in the butt. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. What's going on, Fitz? How are we doing today? Oh, that's fine. I know, me taking those 4 days off for the weekend, kind of hurts, but trust me, it's definitely better for me. I normally feel a lot better when I come back from those. And sometimes I even get work done. Sometimes. Not very often. I did do a bunch of work on my 1.2 change video, but not as much as I would have liked to get done. It's fine. It'll get done when it gets done. Ooh. Actually, I'm okay with you being right ding-dong there. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of these belts that I know don't have anything on them. Because I need to do a little constructive constructing. So we're going to bring this belt down, around, and up. No, that's not what I want to do. I want you on the very, very bottom like that. And then we're going to use a little mini lift to get uranium where it needs to go. No, we're not. No, we're not. We'll just do that. And we'll bring the sulfur belt over, down, and that's not working the way I want it to work. Boo! There we go. Not quite as pretty as I would have liked, but whatever. I've been working on my mega base and starting my control room, getting ready for the pain of wiring. Yeah. I'll trade you. That one's staying full, so we know that one's good. Okay, so you're just now getting your sulfur in, so that's fine. The drawback, anytime these run out of uranium, silica, or sulfur, it really throws the quick wire for a loop. I don't know if this number is going to stay around 500 or if it's at, it looks like it's dropping. I know we're good on uranium and sulfur because I don't require that much of that. But that quick wire definitely seems to be going down. The question comes down to, if I remove all that quick wire, is this machine going to eat too much of it? Let's just go in and pull its quick wire and see if it's going to run at 100%. If it's going to fill up. Kind of, definitely, sort of, almost, maybe looks like it's going to fill up. So it can have its quick wire back. I don't think there's enough quick wire to feed that machine, so we're going to have to splice in some more. And obviously, I have to do this a lot. The really bad thing is I literally just... There's not a lot of room between the previous priority merger and this one. Okay, so we skip an entire machine. Die. Well, at least you're not using the normal blender recipe like I have planned. For what? Is there a fuel cell recipe that requires a blender? Oh, in case uranium is all. I've never used this recipe. I always use this one. It's more efficient on uranium. Because it's 5 uranium to 4 cells versus 10 uranium to 5 cells. And since I want the most amount of power as I can get out of the uranium, I need to use the most efficient recipe I can. When I get to the plutonium, since I don't actually plan on using plutonium for anything, let alone power, I am going out of my way to use the less efficient recipes. I want it more efficient to get rid of the uranium waste, but I'm not as worried about the efficiency on the plutonium because it's just going down a sink. And thank you to YouTube subscriber number 484. You are absolutely awesome. And I appreciate the hell out of you tickling that subscribe button. I really, really do. I also really appreciate Zoop mode for these things. I know I complain about it all the time, but I want Zoop mode. Give me what I want, and I'll go away. Give me what I want, and I'll stop complaining about it for 5 minutes. And then I'll find something else I want and complain about that instead. At least I'm being honest about it. It's gotta count for something, right?
But I'm just a baby. And I make my demands.
Goo gaga. Goo goo gaga. Just the amount of quick wire, I'm not sure I want to deal with that, or fluid recycling. Yeah, but remember, you've got to deal with the fluid recycling with the blender recipe too, because you have a sulfuric acid byproduct. Okay, so I should have a long belt and then a short belt. So I need to take the short belt and run it into the lift. Makes it a long belt, and sometime in the next 64 years, it'll get over here. Now, there's not that much quick wire off-road. Just a little bit. You'll be fine. I mean, I've only got 16 belts of quick wire. It's nothing. It's just a drop in the bucket. Hey, look, there's my quick wire. And this did not take the setting, because of course it didn't. Oh well. It's an easy change. But I was kind of sort of going over this whole setup earlier, and I don't think I finished it. Basically, I will have a little bit coming past this smart splitter here to go down to the next machine. But it's not enough for that next machine. So I bring a whole new belt on, feed it through a smart splitter, feed it into a priority merger, which says anything that comes past this smart splitter gets to go. And if anything's coming through this little bitty belt here, to not send, it's got the right of way. Then this has to stop. So anytime it stops, any extra comes this way. Yeah, it's 19,155 quick wire into 104 manufacturers. We build things big here. Just look at the power towers. Yeah, those things are so stupid. Hey, off-road, you want to see something really, really sad? Kind of, sort of depressing? You find a power pole. Well, we're waiting for that to calculate. I'm going to show off-road something really sad. Anybody who's been here for a while and knows this playthrough, it might cry about this. Where's my other 3 terawatts? I was supposed to be at 8.7. Why am I at 5.1? Where's my terawatts? Where did it go? We know where they came from. So I can't do the Cotton Eye Joe thing. I just want to know where they went. I mean, I'm fully aware of where they went. I know why my power is as low as it is. I'm sure most people are looking at that and like, how the hell do you consider that low? It's 5 freaking terawatts of power. Why is that low to you? Because for like 3 weeks I ran at 8.7. 5 is low compared to 8.7. Are you going up or are you going down? You're going to be in the background for a bit, trying to sort some stuff out with players causing problems, some players over and over on different servers. Oh, not a problem, man. You do what you have to do. Oh, I see what the problem here is. Yeah, we need to do this again. I don't remember how many machines. It's 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Leaving 4 machines. Yep, that's exactly what I was expecting. There's 104 machines, even though one of those is going to get torn down. I'm only running 103. As far as where did my power go, I tore down 2 of my towers. So there's 26 pipes of rocket fuel not currently being used. And the reasoning behind the tearing down the towers is Casper and I were enjoying spending time together this weekend, so I kind of stayed out of the game. The game's fun and all, but real life comes first. Very, very, very lightly modded. And by lightly modded, I mean the only mod I'm running is a sync mod. That was originally installed just so I could test my nitrogen production. And I kind of really became a huge fan of the sync, so it stayed. Fuck man, land game. Oh god, this hurt so bad. Oh, this is gonna suck. I didn't realize I had gotten past my last sink. Yeah. This little bitty sink is the only mod I have installed. And it's either you can do a fluid or just a baby sink. They're so cute. And they come in really handy when you gotta stack up like a dozen of them. Now I gotta let all these empty out so we can try to figure out just where I run out of quick wire, so I know where I gotta splice more in. Because unfortunately, if you let the output buffer fill up, then kind of screws with everything. But at least for right now, these aren't actually 1200 belts. They will be until I start the next line of manufacturers, which I'm now realizing that I still can't really do because I'm not gonna have my electromagnetic control rods because I'm not getting all my plastic, because I'm not burning all my oil. Okay, that does not seem like it's getting enough quick wire. You're getting enough, but you're probably running out, so we need to splice in more. Okay, skip 2 machines. And put another one in. And we just beep, that beep, that beep. We can just grab this. It should have mostly the right settings on it. At least right enough that it'll work. Okay, or it can just be a giant pain in the butt. I also need to occasionally peek to make sure that the stuff up here actually has all 4 belts of supplies. As I've said multiple times, I had a major issue when I put all the smart splitters in where not all of them took the settings. So you got a little over 4 belts of quickwire. That's not that bad. I get to a point where I stop worrying about how many thousands of an item there is, and I just factor on how many belts. It seems to be a little easier for me. I don't know if other people do that or not, but for me, it's a little easier just to with especially the scale of stuff that I build. It's a little easier just to factor on, okay, I need this number of pipes and I need this number of belts. So let's go send some more quick wire down. We're looking for long belts. Looking for the first short belt. That's a short belt. We skip that one and come to this one. Ooh. Yeah, so you'll be on Mark 5 belts. So, more like 7 belts. And now we just gotta wait for the quick wire to go all the way down, loop all the way back around. Is it the smartest way that I built this? Oh god, no. It's just a way that worked without me stressing too much. Yeah, I mean, 7 belts isn't that bad. It could be a lot worse. I mean, you could be playing with my 19 belts. I would definitely trade you 7 belts for 19. The nice thing is I started thinking about the next line of manufacturers that's going to go kind of here. The electromagnetic control rods, the crystal oscillators, and the rotors, they're only 1 belt. I just feed them in from the end and they just fill up the whole freaking thing. These things are the only ones I'm going to have multiple belts, but their output, the 50 per minute, will perfectly match the input of the next machine. So I'm literally just going to send a belt out of the back of this manufacturer into the next manufacturer. That kind of seems to make the most sense in my head. Instead of trying to put these all on belts and having to do, you know, this hinky crap. Even though I wouldn't even really have to do this hinky crap because it's 50 output, so it's 24 machines into 24 machines. But at the same time, I can literally just one-to-one the belts. If you're building it in tier 8, I would definitely build it with Mark 6 in mind because you're so close to Mark 6. If you were building it in like tier 6, yeah, I probably would not be building it with Mark 6 in mind. And thank you to YouTube subscriber number 485. I appreciate the holy hell out of you tickling that subscribe button. I really, really do. See, sometimes that little poll I put up actually helps. Yay! And if we get 15 more subscribers, which I'm not counting on today. It'd be amazing if I could do it, but I'm not holding my breath. We will be at the magic number 500, which unlocks the ability for me to raid over to other channels. So I can spread some of the love that the YouTube algorithm seems to have for me. Okay, so that one's definitely filling up. So we're just going to give it a little boost, a little push, a little gift. Because we already knew it was filling up, so just go ahead and let it fill it up the rest of the way. Now, are we getting enough overflow, enough spillage? Oh, it's got to fill up the machine above it, too. Which is done. Is there enough spillover? Is there enough overflow to fill up this machine? 500 means a celebrating stream? Yeah, I don't know what to do, though. Okay, so that one's definitely filling up, and it's filling up quickly. Which is funny, because it's filling up quickly with QuickWire. Ha ha ha. Bad puns. We're almost to the end of the QuickWire manufacturers. We're not almost to the end of the belts of QuickWire. We still got a little ways to go on that. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Maybe we'll jump on Discord and talk to the community and see what the community would like to see happen for a celebratory stream. Yeah, maybe. For anybody who's not aware, we do have our own Discord channel, like, you know, everybody else. And if you are interested in joining it, I'm sure Casper's dropping the link right now. Over there on the Twitch and working on it on the YouTube. Thank you, Casper. You are amazing. You know, I actually realized something that last stream when I took a smoke break in the middle and I went out front. I can go out front with my headset. Yeah. I just have to stay by the door. Okay, so that one's definitely filled up. That one looks like it's filling up too. So we're not going to have to add more till this one. So let's just run off that assumption. Hopefully I'm not too stupid. That's a big gap between them. There should only be like 6 machines, but have you thought about a community server? Thought about it. We ran one for a little while, and I had a viewer that got one for us, and it kind of went over well, but it kind of didn't as well. I'd still be willing to do one. Hello, Heather, with your dead earbud, so you can't actually hear me. Okay, that one actually took its settings. Let's go ahead and get that plugged in there. We'll get the belt from down below, the down under belt. That one is flat, so this one will be down a little bit more. And we gotta go down and get the belts. Yay, belty belts. And I fully expect this one to need... Kinda expect this one to need 2 of these. Ah, yeah. Definitely need 2 of them. There we go. So we'll get the lower belt that actually will have the feed into this line. Okay, did not realize. So actually I screwed up because I thought there was still more on this row. But there's not. Actually, slowly starting to run out of belts of quick-wire, which is awesome. I kind of love the fact I'm running out of quick-wire. I love it because, you know, I'm getting a little tired of staring at quick-wire. I factored it up with the fact I need 300 nuclear power plants, over 300 nuclear power plants. I need somewhere around 15,000 uranium rods, fuel rods, to actually fill up just the reactors. Because when I get the reactors built and I go to try to turn them on, okay, is that a long? That's a long belt. That's a long belt. That's a long belt. This is the belt. This is the belt I want. When I go to turn on the nuclear power plants, I want them full of rods. So I want to try to build up all the rods that I need just to fill the reactors. I will not be hooking their power wire up until after everything is built, everything is full. That way, they're not trying to run when I don't want them to run. Ooh, we're running low on silica. Yeah, I think we're running out of silica right here. Means we might be running out of uranium and sulfur again as well. Those seem to be doing okay, but silica is definitely running out. That number of silica is definitely going down. Okay, and we're completely out of silica here. Means I need to splice silica on. And silica is... We're going to go here. We're going to get rid of this one. We're going to get rid of this one. Grab a high yield priority merger. Smack it where it goes. Come down here. Do the same thing. And get my belts going. Kind of one of the worst things about doing this with manufacturers is the fact they've got poor inputs So I've kind of got to balance 4 different belts. Ooh. That's a slight problem there. That's a huge slight problem. That lift is a little in my way. And by a little in my way, I mean that lift is really, really in my way. So I have a dumb solution for this. It's me, so of course it's going to be a dumb solution. I turn it back the way it was originally, and I said it wasn't facing the right direction. We're going to bring it out this way instead. Yeah, it still works. Just need to set the settings correctly. What's going on, Physix? Okay, so that gets our sulfur running the way it should. Lock the building. See if I can find some. Yep, right there. Find somewhere that it doesn't try to auto connect to a bunch of other crap that I don't want it to auto connect to. That's kind of my least favorite thing about auto connect. I kind of want an ability to, you know, okay, I want you to hook up here, but I don't want you to hook up after I start moving it. Need to relax a little. It works best when I have a stream going in the background. I can see that. I always try to have noise going in the background. Casper is going to subject me to a true crime podcast. It's something that she's really interested in. That's a fascination of hers because, you know, there's tropes and stuff there that I could mention, but I'm not going to. Where the hell is that? Where did I put for the split on the silica? Have silica here. Have silica here. Have silica here. Where the hell's my... Ah, here. That's where. I never put the smart splitter in place. I probably should have done because it would have made it much easier to find where this is supposed to be. And how far I needed to run the belt. The nuclear fuel rods are in operation. The plant's up and running yet? No. Come on, you know I don't ever get things done that fast. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a joke. But I found it funny. Oh, nothing to be sorry about, man. Now, I'm still working on the uranium cells from last time. Still working on trying to get them done. Now I got all the silica flowing back on here. Remember, I do need like 3 and a partial belts of silica to go to the fertile uranium. Oh, damn it. There's my Control Z. I want an undo button. I want an undo button for real life, too. While we're dreaming about things that ain't going to happen, I want an undo button for real life. Okay. Because I ran out of silica, my quick wire numbers are going to be weird. So I need to let them run for a little bit to see where I run out. Which machine is going to eat more than is getting. Which machine starts dropping. Because that'll tell me where I have to inject more quick wire. I think I found it. Think I found the winner. It's a wiener, Mom. It's a wiener. Hey, how the hell? How are you not getting enough? Oh. Why do you... Did I not ever get this? Okay. I guess I never got that hooked up. That's gonna be down here quite a ways. That's a short belt. That's a long belt. So I skip the first short, go to the second short, hook it in, and that should feed over to this belt. I was about to say I should be running out of uranium and sulfur here pretty soon as well, and I'm definitely seeing some emptiness on the belts. The drawback is I'm not sure if I actually need to be feeding it there or more like here. But this one's staying full. Hello, Vlog. Welcome in, bud. So I may have this in the wrong damn spot. It kind of depends on if this buffer fills up or not. I don't really mind it being in the wrong spot, because the worst that's going to happen is this buffer could potentially back up. In which case I just move this down another machine. I did not send that to the right one. I didn't grab the right belt. Shit. Yeah. So grab this belt. Hook that up and see if that's the right belt. Because obviously, that belt didn't go nowhere. Somehow I got screwed up. Oh, yeah, that's how I got screwed up. I have a whole belt that's not hooked up. This is not supposed to be this belt. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Not liking that. It doesn't look like it's filling up. Shit. Now the problem is, I think the first belt that I tried to use was actually the correct belt. Nope. There we go. It should work. Maybe. I hope. Fingers crossed! Cross your fingers! Where's my quick wire? I'm not sure that belt's the right one to go either. Nope, I see stuff on that belt, so. Now it comes down to, is this going to back up? Because I can't let this completely back up. If it completely backs up, then I know I'm in the wrong spot. And if it backs up, that means I'm not actually going to be able to take all 1,200 at a time. Yep, I'm in the wrong spot. I think that's the first time I've messed that one up. Definitely not the first time I've messed up, but maybe messed that up. Yeah, it's been a couple minutes since I made a mistake, so it was about time for one. It was due. Not saying I never make mistakes, it's just I'm actually kind of surprised I hadn't made a mistake before that. Hmm. Boop. 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 Okay, there we go. That's all hooked up. Let's go ahead and get the other belts ran. Welcome back, Fitz. Finally, all problems seem to be solved for now. Remember, it's always a for now thing. If you found out the way to actually solve all problems permanently, please let me know. Because we're going to patent that shit, and we're going to make bank. This is definitely not getting enough uranium and or sulfur. Silica seems to be fine, but uranium and sulfur need to be added. Shovel in a hole. I mean, I do have like 20 acres of woods that nobody's allowed in, so. Kind of weird. I have more sulfur than uranium. Those should be flowing 1-to-1. So unless something's not getting one of those, are you? Oh shit! Shit! I messed up. I messed up big. This might really bite me in the ass. This is a huge mistake. And I do mean huge mistake. Remember when I was saying that was a big gap for the quick wire? Yeah, there's a very, very good reason. I haven't been getting rid of any of the uranium cells from the upstairs. This is gonna really, really throw my numbers off. This is a monumental mistake. Oh, hey Johnny. Did you hear there's a new Monarchy season coming out? Not really something I'm super interested in, especially looking through what I could tell from the cast. Okay, so unfortunately, a lot of these upstairs machines are completely backed up. So they have to empty out which is really going to screw my numbers. Like I said, monumental mistake. Epic, large, huge mistake. And if anybody's wondering why, like, the blueprint that I used for these don't have mergers and splitters, or mergers and lifts and belts and all this crap on the back, the mergers and everything here on the back are completely and totally temporary. I don't plan on using them. Yeah, because now, previously that was the one running out of sulfur and uranium. Now this one is. And this one's running out as well. As is this one. And this one. Can't really tell on this one. But the pure and simplistic fact that there's not full volumes of uranium and sulfur in here tells me this one is running out. And that may very easily keep moving to the back as more and more of these manufacturers kick back on. Because as you see, there's a series of yellow lights there. So I may have to redo where my quick wire comes up. Every once in a while, I am allowed to make giant, colossal, monumental mistakes like this. I'm an idiot. There's a reason the channel is called what it is. And my day has been pretty good so far. Spent most of the morning hanging out with Casper, which is always a big positive. Spent a little bit of time trying to figure out what I was going to do today on stream, which was, finish what I had started last time, which is these uranium cells. Yeah, let's just grab these. I think I can just trash them because I'm pretty sure anything you can drop down the sink, you can just throw away. Yep, I can throw them away. So now we get to try to figure out where this stuff actually runs out. We won't be able to find out until all the machines are don't have their stuff on them. Let's get rid of those before I burn my filters. Okay. So I already ran silica on, but it seems like I ran it on too late. And like I don't think this quick wire is definitely going down. And I believe this is the one where I said that like I actually shifted it this way a little bit, and I think that was a mistake. So we're gonna go ahead and try to put it back where it had been. While I jam out to this song. Oh, I like this song. Somebody had said during one of my streams that they had never heard this song without the vocals. But I try not to run a lot of music that has a lot of vocals, because I've known some other streamers who do that, and to me, it's very distracting. Like, my brain wants to try to listen to the vocals, and it makes it kind of difficult to pay attention to the streamer as well. You're off this weekend, right, Casper? Maybe we'll spend a little bit of time this weekend working on music. Yeah, I'm not saying we're going to spend the entire weekend working on it. Okay, so I want this belt, which means this does not actually go down that far. It's the top belt. It goes from here, smack into there. This gets set to the correct freaking settings because it wants to be stupid and not be set to the correct settings. This silica is probably going in the wrong spot. That's definitely filling back up. That one's already full. This one's filling up. We need silica here. Can't really tell you if that silica's... Kind of looks like this silica's dropping. So we probably need to put silica into this machine. So I think this is also... That one's staying full. So if we need to go into that machine, we need silica... here? That one is definitely dropping. That one is running out of silica. So we'll get rid of this. We're going to let that silica flow. I'm going to put that up because that is so annoying to me. I don't know about anybody else, but I always find that really, really annoying when, you know, you come off your build gun and you have to listen to either your gun cock or the whatever tool you have in your hand go through its little "I'm ready for use" animation. Where's my lift? Did I get rid of the damn lift? I think I did. Yeah, that's fine. Boop. Bring that over. Feed into that. Now that this is gone. Down here. Get rid of all this. Okay. So not this line. It'll be on this line, which I already got in place. So boop. Overflow goes that way. Not that there's going to be much overflow, or any overflow, I don't know. You are staying full, so there should be a little overflow. You are now filled up. You got all the food in your tum-tum. Now I need to start keeping an eye on uranium and sulfur, because those are definitely running low. Also need more quick wire. That one's staying full. This does not look like it's getting enough. No. So we need quick wire here. Jump the machine, grab you, stick you in the hole, and button. Go. Why are you being weird? Why do you want to be so weird? It's fun. It confuses people. Okay. How about you go away? You're not supposed to be. Yeah, you're not supposed to be down here. I know. I see that. I'd grabbed some of the farther ones. Okay. Slowly starting to fix my mistake. Okay. Quick wire going up. Uranium's not going up. Did you ever? Yeah, I answered that my day's been pretty good. I got to hang out with Casper for quite a bit this morning, which is always a positive. She's had a couple days off. She goes back to work tomorrow, so I get to deal with being alone tomorrow. Or whatever. She goes to school tomorrow. She's gonna be away for a couple hours tomorrow. Silver yelling at me like, I've told you 75 times I'm going to school tomorrow. I'm not going to work. Why is that so hard for you to remember? Because you're not normally home on a Tuesday. So it's throwing me for a loop. On a Tuesday? I used to. I ain't talking about what you used to do, woman. I'm talking about what you do. Alright, so I need to put more. This machine is not getting enough sulfur and uranium. Those numbers are going down. And by seeing the fact they are going down, I know full well it is not getting enough to maintain its fill volume. So we need to inject some more loveliness. Be under that one. I'll be under this one. Put that one there. Go faster. Up to over 4. So now we at least have those in place. And I don't have any spicy in my pocket. It doesn't seem like. The easy way to tell. I don't see uranium up there, so I don't have any spicy in my pocket. It's always good. You don't really want the spicy in your pocket. The spicy in your pocket burns. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this under here, and same thing we did last time. Having uranium in your pocket is a lot like rubbing a hot chili pepper on parts of your body that you really don't want to rub hot chili pepper on. And I know this from personal experience, because I was once upon a time even dumber than I am now. And I got introduced to Thai chilies in kind of a bad way. I thought it was just a cute little pepper plant. And I found out that it was not a cute little pepper plant. It was death. Thai chili's not that freaking hot. But when you're not expecting the heat, it doesn't feel very good. Again, personal experience, I'll tell you that one right now. Word to the wise, yeah. Yeah, just no, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I can just do this to get this uranium over here. It's not worth the pain. We're going to use a mini lift because, of course, I'm going to use a mini lift. I love my mini lifts. How did I do it down here? Let me go check to see how I did it over here. Oh, and that's what I did. Never mind. I don't need to go down there. I know I did. Now, the problem is this bit. This bastard. This one's kind of sort of in my way. To do it the same way I did it last time. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do it a little bit different this time. Because I can't do it the same way I did last time. Stop sticking to things. We do that, and we can bring it over this way. Bear in mind, that sulfur belt is not a full sulfur belt. So I'm trying to not use that sulfur belt. I can use... I just kind of want to split out this row. Grab this one. We go ahead and ram it in the hole. All forceful like. And we shove it in that hole. And we make sure we actually set this smart splitter the way it's supposed to be set and not the way it wants to be set. Dracus, what's going on? Says Satisfactory plus 1.3 preview. The 1.2 is expected to automatically become public in about 2 weeks. Awesome. You know, I was asking Casper last night about you because I hadn't really seen you in a hot minute. I was starting to worry a little bit, buddy. Starting to get a little worried about you, buddy. Okay, so that is not a full belt of uranium. I think we can all attest that is not a full belt of uranium. Do we all agree with that statement? It's been way too higher. I figured it was like either, you know, you were busy with work or busy with life or something like that. I wasn't taking it personally. Like I said, I was just a little worried about you. Because you're normally always around. So we're going to get rid of that. I don't like that. And we're going to pull one of the other belts. Because I want a full belt. Actually, you know what? Screw that. You go away. You go away. Let's just pull from the top. Now, I will need every bit of this uranium. Now I definitely have spicy stuff in my pocket. Let's get that out of my pocket. Now, like I said, I will be using every bit of that uranium. I want to save that last little bit for the end. Kind of weird that it's in such a weird place, but whatever. Okay, are you going up or down? You kind of look like you're going down, but... Actually, okay, you filled back up. You filled back up. Let me go through and make sure everything has... Do we have any yellow lights? Or are we all blue all the way? Oh yeah, I showed this off earlier, but Drac, you want to see something really sad? I don't have no 8 terawatts. I don't have my 8 terawatts. I'm blue, da boo dee da boo da. The hell's going on? Why is that? If you look closely, you'll notice the towers are kind of different. And, there's one that's not much of a tower. It's kind of just spindly. The problem is this belt is a 1200 belt. Like, by the time it gets to the sink, there is 1200 on that belt. If there was ever a backup getting rid of that stuff, like I screwed up and cut a power wire, or it took me a little while to get the sink in place. What happened to the power shy? I want to put my nuclear reactors here, over this giant body of water. That was kind of my idea. And the northernmost 2 towers are in the way, so I have to move them, which means I get to tear down 4 towers and rebuild them. That looks like it's running out. Did I beat you yet? I think Casper's closing on triple digits. Yeah, those 2 are definitely not getting enough quickwire. But these ones are. So this is my bottleneck here. So when we find my bottleneck, we know that's where I have to put more in. The nice thing is, this is already in the right spot. It's just not. It's in the right spot, but it's not at the same time. Right place, wrong feed. Okay. I believe that's going to empty out. Yeah, but there's also the, I've said it before, if you do happen to miss a live stream while it's live, you can watch the VOD after the fact for between 10 to 20 minutes, and it keeps your streak going. You can basically save your streak that way. Yeah, I think that one ran out. But that's not the right one. Like I said, as long as that's emptying out, it can have as much on it at one time. As long as it never fills up to the smart splitter and always empties out, I'm always good. That one's definitely going up. 130s, 140s, 150s. We're just going to go ahead and fill that one up, and we'll fill up the upstairs one. Partially to get that crap out of my inventory. Now, as far as the power, I've got 2 of the 4 new towers built. While that's balancing up, we'll fly over there and take a look at what I'm doing. Time to get on the game. Satisfactory, the video game. As long as whatever you do in Satisfactory, the video game, is satisfactory, then you are correctly playing Satisfactory, the video game, satisfactorily. Oh, and the big drawback is, and I said this earlier, but we'll go over it again. I have to be able to consume all of my oil to, at this point, to even make the AI limiters, because I make both plastic and default. To make the electromagnetic control rods, which are used to make the uranium fuel rods. That all looks good. I'm still seeing gaps on all those belts. So, all the naysayers that said my aluminum recycling wasn't going to work. Got a stupid keyboard. Stop it. Let me go. So I need to get rid of the 2 northernmost towers. That one there and this one here. So that stack and that stack. Those need to go bye-bye. And that one there is being replaced with this one, which, as you see, is already built short of the center piping. Oh, God, coming over here kills my frames. I don't know why, but, my frames just went to crap. The 2 that were here are being shifted that way substantially. About half a tower's width that way. Stretch out to a little past that. So it's going to come up to the height of this one. I don't know what it is about this one area. Is it the sorting tower that's killing my frames? Because I don't know why, but yeah, there they go. Originally, I felt this when I came this way to get to the uranium to begin with, towards the beginning of the episode, and I thought it was trying to load in all the crap on the belts. Which is still very possible, because if you're seeing stuttering on your screen, that's not the stream quality. That's the actual game playing like that. You definitely did break the hell out of it, Casper. Stop breaking stuff. God damn, the frames are still gone. They're gone. Can I have them back, please? Give me back my frames. It's not that you don't have to load in that much stuff. It's fine. Stop acting like I'm asking you to load in millions of things. It's just hundreds